Hi, welcome back. Where are we?
We are at Yosemite National Park in California.
We're going to be here a week. Looking forward to just seeing what they've got here. Come along.
Just an itty bitty ditty about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
So what'd you think?
Pretty inspiring. One of the first things we saw there was the waterfalls. Waterfall, Yosemite.
Yep. Look how wonderful it is. Ah, amazing. We stopped over at the Welcome Center first, and they said to go through these trails.
To the lower falls.
Yeah, we didn't go to the upper falls. It was you'd have to actually go up to the mountain and hike up the mountain and to see the upper
Yeah,
falls.
that would be a pretty moderate hike.
Yeah.
Because there's a big elevation change.
The way that we went into the back side of it. So if you ever go to Yosemite, walk just a little bit farther and go through the front, because then you're walking straight into the falls. We walked through the back side of the fall, and I mean it was beautiful anyways.
There's a loop
Mm-hmm.
to the falls. And we went counterclockwise. If you go clockwise, you kind of start at the beginning where you get all the signs and what talks about the falls.
Yeah.
Before you go into the falls.
Right.
Probably give you a better idea of what you're looking for.
Yeah. And then when you get to the falls where it drops, it was just gorgeous. Water everywhere.
Yeah, you get wet.
Yeah. Then we went into the meadow loop where it's so green. It's just so green. It was amazing. They even had a marshy area that had the water. There was water everywhere. Everywhere you went, there was water.
Yeah.
Even on the road, sometimes you had water.
I guess they had a record snowfall this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so now all the snow is melting off the mountains and they're getting a lot of flooding. So they actually closed the park down the one weekend we were there.
Yeah.
And prior to when we were there, they closed the park down. But I think the time of year we went was probably the best time because the snow is melting. The waterfalls are just gorgeous. The rivers are full, they're gorgeous, they're overflowing.
Yeah. So all of the campsites that were in the valley, they had to close them all out.
Probably canceled a lot of reservations. Our first campsite was Indian Flat Campsite. Met some fellow campers from the Netherlands.
They had rented a vehicle. It was very nice to talk to them and what they thought about RVing from another country, because they've RV'd in the Netherlands and they've RV'd here.
They've toured Europe and everything's close. And he says they come here and everything's spread out far apart in America. So they have to rent the RV and travel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat, just getting somebody else's perspective.
A lot of people from other countries.
A lot of rentals.
So it's so great that they come and see America. It was wonderful. The main road going into Yosemite, it's a big loop. You go into it, there's a big loop, and then there's another loop, and everything's there. That's the whole park. You can actually drive it in a day.
Yeah, right down in the valley at the visitor center. You actually have a little village that you can go visit, and a little movie you can go see about the park.
Mm-hmm.
At the theater. And right there they also had a library, so we picked up a couple of books. It was they're basically given away. We gave them a donation, but
yeah, you give them a
but
donation.
they
And
had a whole slew of books are given away, so we got some reading material.
And I picked up the ones for the Wawona. I picked up 2 books about
The town,
the
Wawona.
town, and they've got a hotel that's there.
We're at Yosemite going to Mirror Lake. On a trail.
1 mile trail. We got the river right next to us.
And then once we went through the park and we went and saw everything, then after that we stayed on the other side by the Mariposa Road. It is all through the mountains and everything to get to the Wawona campground.
Yeah, you're going down the mountain, and they're thin roads to start with, and they're right along the edge of the cliff.
No rails,
No
nothing.
rails, nothing.
Yeah.
So we're going down there with the RV, and somebody here had trouble with that. Shelley and I did fine.
We stayed at Wawona campsite.
Which was a recreation.gov Army Corps of Engineers, so we got to use our America the Beautiful pass and got half price on that one.
Yeah.
Boy, what a campsite that was, right on the river.
Yes. Yes.
This is our spot. There's our door. And there
Oh, there's the bird.
is our view.
And he's coming.
And there is our pet.
We seem to get little pets around all the time.
He's checking out the solar. Don't get no better than that. Site number 9.
Yeah,
Best site in the park.
it is. And everybody keeps on saying that. You guys got a good spot.
And it was very noisy. It sounded like that the whole time. The water was very noisy. It put you to sleep wonderfully. It was like little white noise in the background. It was great. I don't know how, but we always end up with the best campsite.
Yeah, so we drove through the campsite, and we got the best site.
Yeah, and it was the only one available.
Mhm.
That's the thing about the recreation.gov. Sometimes you just have to look and keep on looking, and there's like a little section of blocks that you can actually rent, and sometimes you just end up with the best spot. When we were there, we went to the Mariposa Grove, and that's where it got all the gigantic sequoias. It was beautiful. They are amazing. They're just so big, and it's not just so tall, they're big around. And over there, there's snow everywhere. When we went up to see the sequoias and we took our bikes, the snow was just everywhere, and it's all melting and it's all watery, and it just looks beautiful.
Even the walkway where you go in to see
Oh yeah.
the sequoias had about 3 feet of snow still on the walkway.
Somebody went and shoveled just around the edges so you could kind of walk through. One day we decided we were going to go out for breakfast, and we stopped at the Wawona Hotel, and they were already done with breakfast. So we went down the road to a lodge.
Hey everybody, we are at Yosemite. We're at the Wawona hotel, and it's a cute little place, and so we're just checking it out.
They do a breakfast, and then they take an hour break to get everything set up for lunch. We happened to get there right at that hour break, and we didn't want to wait an hour, so we went down the road to a town called Fish Camp, and we had breakfast there. But I guess they do weddings and all kinds of stuff there. So
Yeah, they were just getting ready for one. Yeah. And you look right out at any of the windows in the lodge, and that it's just a great scenery. All the tops of the trees you get to see.
beautiful resort. So thanks for joining us at Yosemite. We had a
Yeah.
great time here. Just the scenery is just awesome.
Yeah. I just was amazed by all the different things that we saw. The waterfalls and the trails and the big sequoias. It was amazing. It was just amazing. So thanks for coming with us, and we hope that you just enjoyed yourself with us.
We appreciate it if you've hit the like button and subscribe
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So
And all that stuff.
we appreciate your support, and
Yeah.
we are encouraged by your support.
Just thank you.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
All right, this is the day before we left. This is Saturday, the 29th of April. Look at all the gold in there. I just wanted to see the difference in the water, because the other day we took it, it was 3 days prior and 4 days prior, and since we've been here, they've been shutting the whole park down because the water levels getting too high and the floods. So I wanted to see how it compared. So I have this view now, and I'm hoping I got the same view 4 days ago. And there, as you can see, the water's hitting the bottom of that log. So let's check out the prior video I did and see where that water's at. But the snow is melting in the high mountains, so the water table is high. And they said they've had more snow this year than they've had in many years. So that's why they're getting all the shutdowns with all the floods. And they actually shut down the whole valley. Last night, Friday at 10 o'clock, they shut the valley down. So no visitors there. And today this morning we went to Mariposa Grove to see the big sequoia trees. And when we left, they closed down that parking lot, wouldn't let anybody else in. Now I don't know if that had to do with flooding or overcrowded issue, because there's a lot of people there. And probably for obvious reasons, because the valley is closed. And Mariposa being open, people probably coming down here. So, but let's see how different the water table is from the previous ones. So this is our last day here. We're just going to sit outside. We just got home from Mariposa. There's Nana. And there's Shelly. And there's our spot. So we're going to sit out here and relax for a little bit. And then I think we're going to start packing stuff up and get ready to move in the morning. We've got a big day tomorrow, big 4-hour drive via Google Maps, which is probably like a 5 or 6 hour drive the way we drive. So long day tomorrow on traveling. And I think we're just going to sit tight for a couple weeks and get some work done. We got a campsite picked out in a little town called Patterson, California. And if it appeals to us, we'll probably just sit tight there for a couple weeks. Maybe get some work done. And sit back and relax a little bit. So, that's all. Over and out. This is the day we're leaving, Sunday. Sunday morning, we're packing up and going, but it's walk down here by the river, and it's quite a big difference. Water's all the way up to here. All that's been covered. That's where I used to stand. Water's up to here. So yeah, there's definitely just in 24 hours how much higher this river has gone. Water's all the way back here.